Hold on a second, guys. We're just getting ready to stream here on YouTube. Okay, sorry about that. I forgot to stream on YouTube. We are streaming on YouTube. Incidentally, guys, I have a YouTube channel and I have a Valentis playlist on there. There's compensation on there. There's training tips on there. I think there's probably about 10 or so Valentis orientated videos on a Valentis playlist on YouTube. And I've got some other videos on there as well. So you might want to go, if you have not already, go subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're going to go ahead and start all over here. So I just want to mention over the weekend, I received Dave Jordan's new book, Burning Desire, just an incredible rags to riches story. You know, for those of you that know Dave, you know, he's had, dyslexia, learning challenges like I've had. He quit school, I think it was in the 8th grade. But worth, hundreds, several $100 million right now. Just an unbelievable individual and rags to riches story. So guys, we're going to do a bit of an overview on Valentis today. But before we do that, I'm going to start out and share with you a little bit of my story, my background, and then we'll jump right into the formal presentation. I have been involved in this industry of network marketing now for 32 years. My background before I entered this industry was not of a business or professional nature. I was a blue collar worker. Right out of high school, I went to work in a potato chip snack food company. I was a welder, started out in maintenance, and I have dyslexia. And so really struggled with reading and spelling, still do today. But, back in high school, I was in all these special classes, having tests read to me and, having to try to read out loud in class and stuff. As a result, I had no self-esteem. I had no self-confidence. I was very, very shy and introverted. And the only reason I share that with you is you're listening into this and you're asking yourself, can I do this? Can this really work for me? I'm here to tell you, you absolutely can do this. It doesn't matter what your age, what your education, what your finances, what your background is, where you live. We're a global business. You can do this all over the world. And quite frankly, with what's going on in the world today, I think those of us that are in the home-based business are among some of the most fortunate people right now, in the world, right? I feel terrible about some of these business owners out there and, being forced to shut down or limited restaurants, being limited the way they are, hard to cash flow and make money. Just a lot of challenges. And we're going to talk more about that as well. But guys, I entered this industry, part-time. My goal initially was I thought, gosh, if I could make a few $100 extra a month, I was making $9 an hour as a maintenance person, right? And I thought if I could make a few $100 extra a month, that'd be pretty exciting. And, that happened pretty quickly. I thought, wow, what if I could make $3,000 a month? That was kind of the number for me that would, transition into full-time. Was able to do that in 6 months. And I've been full-time now for 32 years. And, once you get to a certain point, you begin to see or begin to dream a little bit bigger. I got to thinking, wow, what if I could make $5,000 a month? And then it was $10,000 a month. Now it's been $25 million in my career that I've been able to earn. And it's not so much what you earn. It's who you become in the process, the experiences, the relationships, the personal development. I always tell people network marketing is a personal development with a paycheck. It's not really what you earn, it's who you become in the process. And so we're going to jump into a formal presentation here. So hold on a moment and we'll get started on that. So I touched on this already, but for some reason I'm not showing up on there. Hold on. Exit. Oh, I got to share my screen. Okay, forgot to share my screen. Okay, so anyway, I think one of the questions that we need to ask ourselves is, do people want, or are they interested in what we have to offer? And I think everyone today is looking for extra money. Like I said, I started out part-time, with a goal of making $300 extra a month, a few $100s extra a month. It's turned into millions now. But regardless of what it is you're looking for, from extra money standpoint, replacement income, crazy income, whatever, it's being done here. It's being done here in Valentis. So I think better health, everybody's interested in improving their overall health, and also time freedom. And this is something that I don't think people fully understand what that means. And that means the ability to remove yourself from the day-to-day activities that it takes to generate that income. See, most people work linear income. What it means is, you're exchanging your time for a paycheck, right? If you stop working, you stop earning. And network marketing in the residual and the leverage type income, you can actually remove yourself from the day-to-day activity it takes to generate that income, which is a very exciting concept. And once you experience it, there's nothing like it. And I mean, we talked about this already, but 96% of the people out there, they're worried about their health, they're worried about their finances, they're living a life of quiet desperation, they don't know what to do, where to turn. And I just want to emphasize this, because if you're just looking at this, I mean, you need this, people need this, okay? If you're already involved, you should be 10 foot tall and bulletproof, because we have something incredibly powerful that people need. They need our products, but they also need financial relief. They need an opportunity, and we have that available. What makes it all possible is this industry of network marketing. And guys, this network marketing industry, this statistic is a little bit old. It's nearly $200 billion worth of products, goods, and services marketed this way, around the world. And it's been around for 70 plus years. I believe this industry of network marketing is really coming into its own. People that would have never considered nor looked at this type of a business before are recognizing the possibility, recognizing the potential in network marketing. But for those of you that don't really understand it, I want to help you better understand it. It's nothing more than another form of distribution. I mean, rather, you look at traditional methods of distribution, right? Retail, they're advertising. I mean, paying actors and athletes and high budget advertising campaigns to get you to walk through that door and pick that product off the shelf. And it's not just in stores, it's online. They pay influencers. $1 million The Rock gets to, for an Instagram post. I mean, it comes out of the cost of the product. I mean, 50% of the cost of product in a traditional sense is advertising and distribution. Network marketing, we spend zero. And this is important to understand, because people say, where does the money come from? You hear about these incredible incomes. How is that possible? Because we're not paying the influencers. We're not paying the actors and the athletes. I think just to really understand how powerful this is, most people may think at some point, wow, wouldn't it be something to own a small business? And then they realize probably a minimum of $100,000 investment, maybe $500,000 in a franchise, which, right away, that's going to eliminate most everybody, right? And it's, bank loans and lawyers and real estate and attorneys and shipping and handling. It's daunting and overwhelming. What we have to offer with Valentis, for $20, the company does everything for you. You have a virtual business. You can market all over the world for $20 and whatever products you want to purchase. But the company does everything for you. All you do is have to promote. You have to promote, talk to people about our company, talk to people about our products. I tell people you've learned everything you need to know to be successful here in kindergarten. It's called show and tell. What I've learned in my now 32 years in the industry is that all of these companies, right, and/or opportunities are made up of 5 critical elements, right? Company, product, compensation, timing, training, support. We're going to touch on that today. But here's what I can tell you. If you've ever been involved in something like this before, or maybe you know someone that's been involved, and maybe it didn't work out the way you hoped or they hoped, and yes, it could be due to someone not applying themselves, right? I mean, that's probably in more cases than not. But also, you find people working hard, not making the money. And what is happening? Well, it's because something is missing. If 2 or 3 of these critical elements are missing, you're going to struggle. I mean, I look at, I'm the same person I've always been. I'm doing the same thing I've always done. I'm making considerably more than I've ever made. It's not because I'm great. It's not because I'm doing anything different. It's because I've got the right vehicle. right? You look at someone making 10,000 a month or someone making 100,000 a month. In many cases, it's the vehicle, not their ability, but it's actually the vehicle that they're involved in. And so this is a powerful vehicle we have here with Valentis. The name Valentis is actually Latin for prevail. And, you know, if you read Dave's book, you talk about prevail. I mean, that's that incredible story of perseverance that Dave has and inspiration there. He's launched the company in July of 2014. Millions of dollars in the bank, 100% debt free. We have done nearly $250 million in total sales and revenue in the now, you know, 6.5 years we've been in business. So phenomenal success story. You picture Dave Jordan and his wife Joyce there on the side. You know, just incredible people with a passion and a desire to make this industry great again. You know, one of the areas we're really focused on is weight loss. And of course, everybody with the new year clicking over, everybody's thinking about, you know, how can they have a better year? How can they lose weight? How can they get healthier? How can they make more money? But the weight loss thing, you know, 70% of the people out there are overweight. And the problem with all the diets out there is, yes, they'll work. The problem is nobody can do them. They might do them for a week or so, maybe even make it a month or two, but they're miserable. I mean, they're starving themselves, they're depriving themselves, they're eating a meal in a bag, they're drinking a chocolate shake, they're miserable. And so what's so exciting about really Valentis's lead product, the tip of the arrow, is it's coffee. And think about that. I mean, 70%, actually, I think it's 80% of the population drinks coffee every single day. And they don't just drink it, they love it, right? They can't, you know, they can't imagine starting their day without it. It's something they're going to do for the rest of their life. Now, imagine that very same thing that they love, they're going to do forever. They can't wait to, you know, do it in the morning. And imagine that very same thing helping them control, manage, or lose weight. That's a pretty exciting proposition. We've enhanced this with another product called ThermoPerk, right? And I actually took one this morning, and it, you know, thermogenic, increases your core body temperature, going to increase your, you know, burn more calories for, you know, doing nothing, just sitting around, but it kills your appetite, absolutely wipes your appetite out. Now, we have a family of products that can help round off your weight loss goals from 24/7. I heard a story earlier this week or last week about someone having just amazing results just on the 24/7 alone. We have a weight loss cocoa product. We have a weight loss nutritional drink called Tropical Blast. We have a keto creamer, several different types of coffees. So you can, you know, kind of pick and choose here, but the coffee is the thing everybody does every day, right? And helps you manage and control that weight. I want to talk about one more product here, and that's Emulin. We have two products, Emulin M and Emulin C. And this is a huge deal. It was brought to us by a gentleman by the name of Dr. Joseph Ahrens. He is a two-time Nobel Prize nominee for his work and research. And this particular product actually helps the way your body processes your carbohydrates and sugar. So as a result, it's going to help you with weight loss and weight control. It also helps with blood sugars. The M is designed as a maintenance product. The C is for people that actually have blood sugar issues, maybe like a type 2 diabetic or something. And this product was actually, has a clinical study on the product itself and was published in a peer medical journal talking about its effect on how it helps manage blood sugars and inflammation. We have about 30 products actually now. I'm not going to go into it. It'd take us a long time to go through them all. You can do that on your own. Go to valentisproducts.com, do your research, you know, see what's most interesting to you and dig into that product. The other critical element is timing. And, you know, from a timing standpoint, every company tells you the timing is perfect. But what am I here to tell you is timing is actually very predictable. It's a set of numbers. It's how many distributors are there and what's the sales volume. That's what really indicates timing. And from both of those measurements, the timing here at Valentis truly is perfect. And it's not just perfect, you know, here in North America. It's right in the middle of that sweet spot. Also in Europe and just getting started in Asia. So to get involved in something before the whole world has heard about it and be part of helping the world learn about it, folks, that's where fortunes are made. I mean, that is the sweet spot. That's where you want to be. You know, if you're too early in a company, the risk is so high, most of them never make it to that momentum state, right? They crash and burn. Or if you're involved too late, you know, yes, there's still growth, but it's divided up amongst so many people that no one person, except for those people that got involved in the sweet spot, really experience the benefit of that growth, right? Think about that. I mean, if you get up here in the right-hand corner with a big company, yes, the company's exciting. Yes, it's growing, but that growth is divided up amongst so many people. No one person, except for those people that were involved in that sweet spot, really get the benefit. And that's the opportunity we have here, right? To be involved in that sweet spot, position yourself where you have a team of people. So when we hit that critical mass window, you're positioned to realize the excitement of that growth. Compensation plan, you know, we pay out 50%. And, you know, once again, every company talks about they have the best, right, most lucrative compensation plan. The reality is, guys, every company has about the same money. About, you know, somewhere in that 40 to 50% is what they pay out back to distributors. Again, that's that money that would typically go towards advertising, towards distribution, towards paying influencers. That's what funds our compensation plan. And we're at the high end of that. We're at 50%, spread out over 7 profit centers. And, you know, we're shipped to about 90 countries. And so, you know, through our e-commerce business, you send somebody to your website, they can buy the product, you make 25%. If you were to buy product up front in one of our business packs, you can bring your margin, the cost of the product down, which improves your margin almost now 50% you're earning. When you introduce someone new that wants to join you, depending on where they start, you can earn up to $200 in what we call our fast start bonus, kind of a one-time bonus for getting someone started. The legacy code on your legacy team, for every business and career pack that comes in, there's a $100 legacy bonus paid out to you if it's on your legacy team, to infinity. You know, the residual, which is what I call the dual team commission, that's the monthly consumption, a portion of the new orders. The 7-level matching check, I'd also say that is in our residual income because it's based off of someone else's dual team check. A global bonus, car bonus, and we just recently introduced another way we earn. I think I have a slide later, I'll talk about it, but a global profit sharing pool that's going to pay out at the end of the year. That's very exciting. But let's talk about kind of fundamentally how money is earned and how it flows. Basically 4 ways. Yes, we have 7 profit centers, but really 4 primary activities. The first one is what I call immediate income. This is, again, 25% sending somebody to your website, or if you purchase a pack, you know, business pack, career pack, because of the savings in that pack, you can bring your earnings up to 50%. And you also have that enrollment. You're in charge of this, right? It's your efforts contributing to this immediate income. Leveraged income. This is the legacy bonus, right? Now you're leveraging the efforts of other people. Most people, just as I mentioned, I started out part-time. Let's say you put an hour a day into this, right? Now follow me on this. You put an hour a day, you're part-time, you know, you can do this without giving the security up of your full-time job. And let's say over the course of time, you find 3 people that likewise want to join you and each put an hour a day in. You've created leverage, your hour plus 3 other people. Those 3 do the same thing. They each find 3 people. That's 9 more people. Everyone just puts an hour a day and you've got a 13-hour day, right? That you only put 1 hour in. Those 9 each find 3, that's 27 more people, everybody putting an hour a day in, that's a 40-hour day, not a 40-hour week, but a 40-hour day. See, now you can begin to understand how these business owners can make fortunes. They're leveraging all of their employees. I remember when I first entered this industry, and I'm talking to some of my coworkers, and they're like, you know, John, the problem I have with this networking thing is someone's going to make money off of me. And I kind of paused for a moment and I looked around and I says, you know what? I don't think they're losing money on us here at the factory. I mean, if they're paying us $9 an hour, they're probably making 20, right? I mean, people employ you to make money, but let's even expand it a bit further than that. I mean, let's say you pay your cable bill, you go out for dinner, fill your car up with gas, pay your mortgage. isn't it reasonable to understand that every time you spend money, someone else is making money, right? And the problem is 97% of the people give their money on a daily basis to 3%. That's the 3% that own the businesses that we're spending our money with. And most people have no idea how to access that. Well, what we have with Valentis within network marketing is we can access this idea of leveraged income, earning off the efforts of other people. Folks, once you get this and understand this, literally you can have hundreds, maybe thousands of hours going into your business on a daily basis as you grow and build. Now, residual, this is exciting. Again, most people can't ever access this. It's typically reserved for somebody that maybe has written a book or cut a record, or Jerry Seinfeld when he gets, every time the episode plays. This is the monthly consumption. It's through our binary dual team commissions, 20% on that pay leg, and the 7-level matching check. The car bonus and the global bonus, very exciting as well. This is what I wanted to get to, this global profit sharing pool. Dave, actually, this is something new. This is in addition to what we've already done. This is for 2021, and you can earn a share or as many shares as you want to, based on your efforts, to participate in the overall profits of the company at the end of the year. This is going to probably pay out, I believe, in January. We don't know what those shares are going to be worth. Depending on how great we do and how what the profits are and how many people participate, is going to determine the value of each of those shares. But I believe there's going to be some significant checks paid out, right, in this bonus. So very, very exciting concept. But what's exciting about it is you can participate very easily. I mean, you join our company, one of the fundamentals behind our business is getting you legacy qualified. When you become legacy qualified, you get 3 points. Now, let's say you go on and become a structured emerald, you get 2 additional points. And let's say you move on to become diamond, that's 5 points. You add that up, that's 10 points. For every 10 points, you get a share. Okay. And again, we don't know what those shares are going to be worth. Some people are saying, 5,000. What if it's 1,000, right? It's a nice little bonus at the end of the year. But if you're aggressive, maybe you get 3, 4, 5, 10 shares of this. It can be very, very significant. So question, do you, or can you do this business? Again, I mentioned it earlier. I mean, you've learned everything you need to know in kindergarten. It's show and tell, right? We tell stories about our company, about our products, about what's happened to us and what's happened to others. And, folks, to really break it down another way, think about if you have ever gone to a good movie or eaten at a great restaurant. Okay, we've all done this before. And have you ever, when you've had that experience, have you ever told somebody about it? And do you think your excitement towards that movie or restaurant influenced someone else to go eat there or go see that movie? 100%, every one of you will say yes to that, right? That's the exact same thing we do here, is we tell people about what we're experiencing. And I am going to surprise somebody here because she's right on my screen, Amy Greenfield. Could you come off of mute and share? We heard you this morning on the wake up call, just an incredible call. If you could come off mute, Amy, and give us a little bit of your background and your excitement of what's happening in your business.
Sure, John. I always love to share. So I got involved with the Bell Tribe system, and I've been running with the sampling program of the Instant Youth, and it's been pretty freaking amazing. It's a funnel system. It's an easy system to share. I do it a lot through just meeting people on Facebook groups and finding new friends. And I joined the marketplace. I did a little free ad there, just offering free samples. And people are loving it. They order a sample. And the best part is when I send out a sample or I get a message from somebody wanting a free sample from my Bell Tribe funnel or timeline thing, I get 100% people respond back to me. I don't get ambushed. I don't get ignored because they're telling me they want it. So it's an automatic invite for me to talk about all the other products we have. So it goes way beyond just sending them a sample. I get a ton of customers, I'm getting reps, and I'm getting the opportunity to talk to people that want what we have. And It's been really pretty amazing. And it's duplicatable. I'm teaching my team to do it, so we're all doing it. So it's been pretty great.
Yeah, and Amy, just you were a court reporter, right? That was, and you've now been able to, for several years, retire yourself from court reporting, and you're doing this now full time.
Right. So I was a court reporter for 33 years, and I got involved in this industry about 11 years ago, very part-time. It was Valentis, and I had an amazing compensation plan that allowed me to retire and go all in with Valentis, and I retired from court reporting, which is a really good thing because court reporting was a great career and I made great money. But, you know, even with this pandemic, I never thought in a million years that if I wanted to work as a court reporter, there'd be no work. But the courthouses were closed. And while all my friends were starving and dying and depressed and not knowing what to do with their life, I was still making money. I was getting paid regularly by working online, which is the way the world's going now. And it's been an amazing experience. And I know it's just going to get better because everybody now realizes we need a plan B. We need to learn how to make money from home. Right now I'm in Kansas City. You need to learn how to make money from wherever you want to be or wherever life takes you. So it's been an amazing ride, and I know it's just the beginning.
Yes, it is definitely just getting started. And, you know, one of the things Amy mentioned is the Val Tribe. It's one of our critical elements is training and support. When you say yes to Valentis, that's when our job begins, right? Not when it ends. And, you know, this is a business where you can, just like that restaurant or just like that, seeing that movie, telling people you know about what it is you're doing and what you're excited about. But we have this system in place that you, through social media, can meet new people and you can build a business all over the world through the systems that we've got set up, something called Val Tribe, turning your social media into a virtual funnel, having people come to you wanting to sample our products, wanting to buy our products, wanting to join this business. So, again, the support is incredible. I saw that Jen Melendez is on here as well, and I hope I'm not going to surprise her and she's in a position where she can share. Jen, are you on? Could you come on? You've had just an amazing story, one of our $1 million earners, never done network marketing before. And just having an amazing experience with Valentis, background as a registered nurse. Jen, are you there?
I am. Hi, John. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. We just saw each other last weekend. But anyways, my name is Jen Melendez. Oh my God, I am just so excited right now. Actually, I have a lot of what you call that members that are here. Hello to everyone. Shout out to you all over the world. My name is Jen Melendez, and my background, I'm a nurse. This is my first time doing this business. And when John is saying or asking, can you do this? The answer really is yes, you can. If other people did it, you can as well. John, when I first saw you, when I first saw Ate Rochelle in an event, I kind of like relate, like you guys are so relatable. I saw myself in you that you are, introvert before. I don't really talk to strangers or to people I don't know. But here, like I was able to develop that confidence in talking to people because it's something that excites me to share to people the opportunity, and of course our products that are very, very healthy and has a lot of benefits. And that is truly my passion right now. I'm having great result with the products, also my family, and I wanted to share that to the world. And that's basically what I did. It's all about sharing. It's not about making, like sell a lot of selling or sales. It's not. It's just like purely sharing the opportunity, sharing the products. And if you do that, people will buy it. They always say facts tell, stories sell. So that's what I did. That's what my team is doing. I am so happy because the tropical blast, it's really making me like energized. And Christine Cal is here. She's back. She lost a lot of weight. And Yes, and of course, what else can I say? Like this business, it's so much fun. You know, we just had our event in Vegas. We went to your house, John. It was so much fun, and I don't know what else to say. My life changed tremendously because of this opportunity. You know, from being an employee, a nurse, I am now my own boss, and that's the best part because I can control my time. You know, I can control. I am just here in the house. I cook breakfast for my daughter. I cook lunch for my daughter. I'm so hands-on, and you know, I have in front of me the because I want to book a trip to Cancun. I was talking to Christine. So see, if I am employed right now, it's hard for me to do that. So I'm so excited. Thank you so much, John.
Well, thank you, Jen. And, one of the great parts about Jen's story is, number one, she has never done anything like this before. I mean, this was completely new to her. And she was a customer for almost a year, just using the products before she actually started the business. And so you just never know what can happen. And I don't think, Jen, you in your wildest imagination thought what happened, would have ever happened, right? I mean, turned a $1 million earner now with our company. Crazy. So congratulations. Guys, we have, as I mentioned, the training support. We have an app. We've gamified the business, everything, your job, right? Just like that movie or restaurant, to stimulate an interest, to get someone to want to say, I want to know more. This sounds interesting. I'd like to know more about the products. You can send them a link through your phone. You get notified when they review it, when they watch the video or review the material you sent them. So you know when to follow up and find out what their interest is. And we, as what you term your upline, we're here to work with you, to answer those questions, to overcome those objections. The bottom line is, if you can get excited about what we've just shared with you, you share that excitement with others. We'll work with you to help bring them in and help this be a success for you. The next thing I want to talk about is, what does it take to get started? We basically have 4 different packs that you can join with. You can buy any products you want, but 4 different packs. You can start, kind of stick your toe in the water, maybe as just a consumer, buy 1 box of one of our products for $59. If you want a little better value, maybe another family member wants to use starter pack, $145. The advanced pack, again, every pack is a little better value. But if you're looking at doing this from a business standpoint, right, you want the concept of home-based business. You're thinking of others you want to share this with. You're wanting to make that extra money, or maybe transition into a new career, or make this into something significant. You're going to want to start with either the business pack or the career pack. Okay, now there's 5 reasons why I believe this is important. Number 1 is it sets an example. I promise you, every time you sit down across from somebody, they're going to say, you know what, this looks really good. What did you do to get started? And you're going to have to tell them. So you really have the ability to kind of set the pace, set the example on how others are going to join or how others are going to follow, right? People tend to do what you do, not what you say. So setting that example is an important element. Having some inventory in a hand. The one thing I've learned, and I'm sure everybody would testify to this, whether it's sampling, when you start talking about the products, people want them. And when you have them on hand, not only are you increasing your margin, but you're able to have those products to get in their hands right away, especially if they're local. It increases, as I mentioned, the profit margin, because it decreases the cost of the product. Single unit, $59. You buy a business pack, brings it down to $36, or a career pack down to $33. And of course, that spread, that difference is all profit. Demonstrates commitment. I think that's an important element. Nobody wants to follow somebody that's not committed, right? It shows that you're serious about this. Maximizes your earnings. You automatically, with the business pack, become a Ruby. And as long as you maintain your monthly order, your 100-point monthly order, that is going to maintain that status. And with that status, you go from earning 5% on the residual side of our business. You jump all the way to the top on the residual side to 20% in the dual team commissions. You also start qualification for legacy, right? That's that extra $100 you can earn to infinity on your legacy team on every business or career pack. And you get a 4-level matching check. And if you go up to the emerald pack, right? The career pack, That's a 5-level matching check, right? And so that's a very a unique part of our plan. So last question here is, do you want to do this, right? I mean, you know, folks, I mean, you know, Jen mentioned it, the fun. I mean, we have fun doing this business. Lose weight, additional income. Guys, that's kind of the worst case scenario. I mean, should you say yes here? That's kind of the worst case scenario. But what has driven me in my life are the what ifs in life. Some people are, you know, well, what if it doesn't work? I'm like, what if it does work? I mean, what if the worst case scenario happens and you just have some fun, lose some weight, make some additional income? But what if it turned into dream income? What if, you know, that idea of being able to work from your home, own your life, right? Personal development, tax advantages, recognition. You know, folks, most people live in a someday world. You know, they want to change their life, but they just keep kicking the can down the road. You know, someday I'm going to get out of that debt. Someday I'm going to get out of that job that I hate, right? Someday I'm going to lose that weight. Someday I'm going to, you know, get working on my health. You know, someday just never comes. And the one thing I know about successful people is they tend to see something and they take action, right? They don't procrastinate. Folks, it's not someday, it is today. I mean, life moves by very quickly. If you don't believe me, think back 5 years. I mean, what was life like 5 years ago? And what is it like today? And the sad fact is what's it going to be like in 5 years from now, right? Because it's going to be a snap of a finger and we're going to be 5 years down the road. The question is, what will happen in the next 5 years in your life, right? Are you going to be, I'm glad I did, or I wish I had, right? Because where we are right now and where we're going is to amazing things. We're going to be doing some amazing things. So with that, folks, that is my presentation here today. Appreciate everybody's time. Hope you got something out of it. Get back with the person who put you on the Zoom, get your questions answered. And again, don't fall into that someday world. Don't fall into that someday world. I mean, here it is, February 1. We've just started the second month of this new year. There's plenty of time left in this year that you can change your life. You can change other people's lives. All you have to do is say yes. Say yes, work with us. We'll teach you, we'll help you be successful here. If you're willing to put forth some energy and some effort, we can make this happen. And who knows what can really happen. It can be amazing, like you heard earlier on this. So with that, everybody have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm going to stop the recording